Hey folks, it's another day. I'm here at church and I got everything with me today. So I am planning on trying to run or at least put the initial items in the chapel for pulling some extra Ethernet and all that other stuff like that for the HDMI extender over there. And I plan on doing a couple of videos that I commented on in the community under my YouTube channel, and I got a couple of people who have reached out to me, so I'm going to be doing some kind of consultations here today. So we got a full day, so let's go. Alright, so we got everything in here, and I'm just going to be honest with you. That's where that is. We need to pull this cable all the way here and come down, and as much, even with the 30-foot ladder, it was kind of tough to get to the top of in the ceiling, because I mean I'm 5'5", so this is pretty up here. So the thought was pull these cables all the way down here, come down, and then the access point is right here. So in some way we got to come through here and go up, and I don't even know if that's available above the ceiling right here. But then the TV is right here, so we have this wall here. So this is about where the ceiling is, and we would need to come out and come some way over to here. So now there, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a conduit right there that actually leads directly behind this wall. Let me just show you. So they just have these cables right here. They go up under the floor and they go all the way to the front receptacles that are there. Now a couple of these we don't use anymore, so technically, as long as they were not zip tied under the floor, I can use them as pull strings. So we have, each one of these has a cable that's attached to it, but I have, and they keep moving my tape, the tape was flagged on the ones that are not working, and they actually pulled the tape off of all of them. Awesome. But either way, come up under here. The idea was to pull the cable and use that as a pull string, and that way I could avoid having to go up under the floor. If that doesn't work, the other thought is, because you see the ceilings are, the walls are white, it's either to drill a hole here and run it across this baseboard, not baseboard, but chair rail, and just come all the way over here, or even possibly come all the way down and stick it inside of the carpet here and run it across here, and I don't have to go anywhere. And it looks like they were doing that here at some time, because here's a clamp. I have white cable, so some people might notice it, but the other problem with this is that I'm actually going to be running multiple cables. If there was a way for me to connect this to the TV with an HDMI extender on the same cable, that would possibly work. What would be the easiest way to do this? One cable definitely for the computer up there is needed, and then another return run is for the TV. I like to try and run these cables both at the same time because that makes it easy, but one thing is possible. I could run one down all the way to the floor here, to the pulpit, and then I run this one up back through here up for the TV so it stays on the floor, and then the other one I could run through the wall and come across up under the windows and tie into the access point that's in right here. That's what I'm thinking about. Haven't decided yet, but that's what I'm thinking about. I don't want to make too much of a noise right now, so to come and try and pull this stuff while school is still going on, the learning center is going on, I don't think it's an option, but I could pull everything in here right now. And then there are two ways I could actually do this. Since there's a cable already, no, I was gonna say I could use the cable that's already there, but that is running a PoE line there. So I don't want to tap into that. Again, this is all in the planning. So what I'm thinking is, to make this easy, what I could do is just remove that access point completely, like I was thinking, run one line all the way here for the internet, and then mount that access point in here, or maybe one of the tiles up there or something like that, so it's here. And then I would just put a hub back there, which I have one. I put a switch back there, so one line would go there, then the switch would give me all the connections I need, more than enough. I have an 8-port gigabit switch that's just sitting at home. I can put that, mount that up there, and then that will cover everything. I just need to get a tile to replace the one that the hole that's up there. I think I might actually do that, because I think that would be easier, because that's only one line that needs to be run. And I'm thinking about going across the baseboard. Now that I think about it, I think that might be the easiest. So I think I'm gonna do that. All right, so this is gonna be pretty easy. I am going to, the other cable that's in the ceiling over where the access point is already terminated, this is gonna go in here to match the color of all the other ones that I have throughout the church. I will block off these other ones, but then I will put another connection here for the future run for the HDMI extender over Cat 6. So I got some black and white kind of Cat 6 couplers that I'll put in here. And I got my labeler here, so I'll label appropriately. But I'll have this in here, and I got another stopper for the other ones we don't use. And I'm just gonna run the cable from in here. Got to figure out how I'm gonna get it all the way up there without drilling holes. I think I do have to drill at least 2. One right there, right in the door, so I can tap into the cables that are right behind here. And then another one that's close to the side somewhere, so I can come down through the wall where that cable is, over here somewhere. So I'll come down from here and get here as close as I possibly can, maybe like right here to punch through. I need to find out where's I'm probably gonna drill in this way, and we'll run that here and then right down. So that's the plan, so let's go. All right, just a little bit of a mess, but we got our fish tape through right there. And I'm gonna get some caps, plastic grommets to go in there, and I have some conduit as well that will run up there into the ceiling where this is, and I'm gonna relocate that. So I just need to fish the cable through, have a bunch of extra on this side so that I have enough to terminate, and I think I actually have some more in the ceiling. I need to check, but I need to bring the ladder over here for that. See, this is what happens when you don't thoroughly think this through. I don't know why I drilled that in. Thankfully, it didn't go all the way through. I can put some wood glue to cover that up. But I can just come up and just hug that corner all the way there and just loop it over. So that's what I think I'm going to do. That will make that so much easier to do. All right, got this for the most part tacked down. I ran out of tacks. The only place where you can't see it is behind the bench, where I'll come back behind that, and got them pretty much here, and got as high as I could reach inside of this ladder. I told you I'm short. So we just got a little bit. I could probably reach over there and tack that down from upstairs, but I have more than enough cable, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull that. And I have the tile over here, and I'm gonna measure one of these other tiles, because honestly, if this will work, I might just actually hang the tile right there and just replace it switch out the tiles here, because that'll be, even if I place it right there, that'll be more than enough. I wanted to put it right there in the center, but that's not really needed for this access point. It will completely saturate this area and it'll be fine. So I need to go buy some rubber grommets so that I can come in here and close this off. And I almost wanted to pull this up through the ceiling, but I think there's a fire block here, so I couldn't push this up through the ceiling so I can get inside of there. So I have enough. I have a conduit that I'm gonna come here and seal that off right to the top, similar to what I showed in the other video when I was doing the Unify tour in the trustee office. Got more than enough cable, so once I get the conduit here, I will cut this cable and shrink it down some more so I don't have all that access up there. And then the other grommet will go on this side. And like I said, I got all this extra cable here that I'm sure I'm gonna need to pull so I can have so it's real taut up against where everything is. But let's get upstairs and then let's move this, because this will make this so much easier if I don't have to pull this down, because I already have the cable there. I just need to pull this down and plug the cable directly into this instead of having this extension on here. All right, so that's phase one. I need to get some more tacks, like I said, but I got it pretty much run through there. And as you can see, I replaced that ceiling tile, which is the exact same size, so I didn't even have to pull that down. I just re-terminated that with a Cat 6 keystone, and it is on right now. It's obviously working because it's powered up, and the computer that I have over here has a very strong signal. So all I need to do now is move the ladder back over here and replace the ceiling tile, clean up my mess, and we are done. So I think that was a pretty productive day so far. I still need to get back and finish up some work with some videos I need for a couple of churches that I'm working for. So that's about it. So very productive day. So anyway, if you like this type of content, I appreciate a like, consider subscribing, and hit that bell, that way you get notified when we come out with other videos that will modernize your media ministry, and you can just see the slow, progressive things that we're changing here at our church to make it more modernized. So anyway, I hope this gives you some inspiration and gives you some ideas on what I'm doing, because we are not a finished product and we're always trying to make it better. So anyway, this is AJ. We'll see you on the next video. Later.